Hello, I'm Michael van Geuwen. Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. Last weekend in the PDC, Michael Smith retained his European Darts Trophy in Mulheim with a 6-2 convincing win really over Michael van Geuwen. Michael Smith is now up to world's number 8. It's a great effort there from Bully Boy. Development tours 9-12. We've seen wins from Jamie Lewis, Dimitri van der Berg, Mike de Decker and Aaron Dyer in Coventry. This week, Challenge Tours 13-16 in Coventry, and also European Tour number 8 in Austria, where Vincent van der Voort, the Dutch destroyer, looking to defend his title. He won last year with a 6-5 win over Jamie Caven. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your tweets and Facebook messages for James Wade and Sammi Marsh. And I'm happy to say I've been joined by James and Sammi now to hopefully answer a few of our questions. How are you doing?
Well, good, thank you. Hi.
You're good. So, if you don't mind, James and Sammi, we've had some wonderful questions sent in by tweeted and on Facebook from our viewers. If you don't mind me going through one or two, is that okay?
Go for it.
Yeah,
Go for it. Okay. Emily Bigden on Facebook says, when's baby Wade due?
That's a good question.
Is that one?
We've only just got married. We've only just got married, so legally, we've only just started.
Right, okay, so there's nothing in the pipeline at the moment, but
We'll see what happens.
That's a good pun, isn't it? Pipeline.
Yeah, you like that. Darren Lloyd says, obviously, Sammy's calendar going fantastic. What about James Wade doing a calendar shoot? Any ideas? Any thoughts?
I was going to do one, but if I sell more than Samantha, it might be very popular, would it? So I decided not to this.
Brilliant. Mr. B says, the worst job either you've had, and why? James, you was a mechanic, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, when I started working on cars in a garage, I used to clean the toilets as well afterwards for a bit of extra money. Yeah. That wasn't a bad job, though, you know. Some people think that's a bad job, but it was £7.50 an hour.
Yeah, that's right. That's a few years ago. You was doing okay there.
Yeah. I'll do it again if I have to.
Yeah, exactly. You're a grafter, aren't you? And Sammi, any terrible jobs when you left school, anything like that, to earn a few pounds?
She hasn't had a job.
I haven't had a job. No, to be honest, I've always had really nice jobs. Like I had like being the Haribo bear. That was my favourite job in the world. I love being that job. I've always loved everything I've done.
Brilliant, fantastic. And obviously you met at the darts, but we've got a question here from Sam Coates. Said, who approached who?
I think it was me.
Was it, James? Was it?
Yeah.
Can you remember the tournament?
Yeah, it was.
You better get this right. You so better get this right.
Premier League in Nottingham.
Yeah, he's 7th. Yeah, the 7th.
Premier League in Nottingham. Was it a couple of years ago? Like 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Time.
He knocked on a little door and was like, hiya, can I have your number?
Did it, James? You're romantic. This is wonderful. Premier Hornet says, who's your best friend to die? Who do you get on well with on the tour, James?
There's probably a few, you know. Adrian Lewis, Robert Thornton. Ooh, running out of names now. Dave Chisnell, yeah. Mark Webster.
Excellent.
They're probably my favourites. Yeah. And Colin Lloyd.
And Sammi, yourself, the question says about you being a wag. I mean, I think, you know, it doesn't sound... terrible. But
whoever invented that is awful.
Yeah, no.
It is. So let's just... Yeah, so what do you think, Sammi? Any of the players' partners you...
Yeah, I get on really well with Sarah, AD's wife. I get on well with Gary's wife, Rachel. Yeah.
Christine.
Yeah, Christine. Robert Thornton's wife, she's lovely.
Yeah.
And...
right, okay. We're back. Good. I don't know if that's my end or your end, so okay. And also Sammi, I think you spent, is it Rebecca, Eric Bristow's partner, obviously up at the match play?
Yes, that's it, Bex.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Bex is like my best friend.
Oh my word.
That best friend that she forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't forget. I said there was one more.
She has got to get out though. You said dart players, and Eric don't play anymore.
Yeah.
No, that's
yes.
right. Absolutely. Helen says, any pets at home? How do they help you relax? Do you have any pets?
Yeah, we've got 2 chihuahuas and 2 beagles, but I'm not sure they help us relax.
No, they're absolute nightmares. We've got a giant house rabbit as well, Rambo.
A giant house rabbit, brilliant. Tony says, the best place to play darts, James, your best venue?
Blackpool, Winter Gardens, without even a shadow of a doubt.
Brilliant. Of course, you've won there and you made the final again there this year, so...
It's not even that, it's just lovely people, lovely tournament. It's all right.
Well, you know, Northerners are the best people, James.
Dobby.
Hey, Mark Cutting says, who's the better cook out of you two?
Me.
Right.
Are you?
I think we better leave it at that.
You should get out of a packet and make
No, wait, I'm sorry, James. No, I cook all the time. I'm a really good cook.
Really? Is this right?
The toast don't count.
Are you going to go with that, James, or not?
I can cook better than Samantha.
Right, okay. I think we're going to have to leave that one there. Claire Pollard.
Balls around with this.
Do you ever play darts against each other? Do you ever have a throw, Sammi?
Well, actually, we've got a dartboard behind us.
Yeah.
And there's a few little holes around the surround.
Yeah.
That I've actually done. So, yeah, I'm not the best dart player. I usually just stand and just cheer James on.
Brilliant.
And annoy him.
Hey, Ella Jones says, what's the most romantic thing you've done for each other? Now, you don't have to answer this, but it'd be lovely if you could for Tungsten Tales.
I did. James came back for one of the protocols and I didn't go. And he lost. I felt really sorry for him. So I did little cards all the way through from the door with his favourite chocolate bar, candles.
Oh.
It was sweet.
This is another crap question because it's going to make me look really bad.
No, it's not.
This has just caused 2 arguments now.
James, it makes you look like a romantic, which is exactly what we want to hear. Now, so that's fantastic. So we got through a few questions there. As far as you got to the quarterfinal at the weekend, James, you in the European tour, your form's strong at the moment, isn't it?
I thought I played awful this weekend. It didn't seem to go so well. Not so well as it has been. But I've got to start practicing again and start taking it a little bit more serious again.
Yeah, because obviously
taking it for granted.
Yeah, well, I mean, you spent a lot of time, of course, away at Perth, Sydney, and Auckland, and other places as well. It's an exciting time to be a professional dart player, but it takes its toll, doesn't it? You're on the road constantly.
Yeah, I think we're away pretty much 6 weeks, so it is hard work, but we get rewarded for it, and we get to see amazing places, and we're first art players to certain countries, so it's quite lucky and quite privileged to do it.
And the people we're meeting are fans in Australia and New Zealand, just amazing, lovely people.
Yeah, he's very, very popular, isn't he, James? We shouldn't say that so we can hear that, but obviously he is popular, Sammi. I think we'll agree on that. And of course, we've seen you guys at the young'un. We've seen you guys at the fishing. Of course, that was great. And Sammi, I know you lost 5 or 6, didn't you? They dropped off the hook, but that was nice to be involved in raising money for the Haven House Children's Hospice.
That was such a fantastic day, and I've actually now gone, James went and got me all kitted out. I've got all my fishing gear. We went night fishing the other night. I caught 13 roach. James catched nothing.
I did drop a nice fish.
And we're going fishing tomorrow, and it looks like I'm going for a huge carp this time.
Brilliant. Hey, would you be involved in the event next year if you're available?
If we get invited.
If we're invited.
That was the first year we've been invited, so it's nice for us. It's the first time we've done it, so if we get invited next year, we'll be there.
You'll certainly be invited. And of course, we're saying about how busy it is, James. The Grand Prix, European Championship, Grand Slam Series, World Series, Players' Champion, and the World Championship. It is a case of getting on that dartboard now. So, Sammi, all your support. Is James going to land? James, can you land 1 or 2 of these big ones before the end of the year?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so.
I always believe so. It's a different thing, isn't it?
that's
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, very good. And of course, finally, we've got to mention the TV show 180. Of course, it was aired last night. How good was that? I mean, you and the young Brazilian chap, hey, he walked away with all the money. That was good work.
Yeah, Diego, he got £6,000. I mean, that's enough money for a deposit for a house.
Yeah.
The great start in life for him. He didn't give me anything. Didn't even buy me a pint.
He didn't even buy you a pint?
Money. Diego was lovely.
Yeah, he's a nice bloke.
He was. I mean, the emotion he showed when he walked on the stage.
In fact, if anyone can get me his number, because I thought I took his number because I wanted to congratulate him when I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
So if we can try and get his number or something,
Yeah.
I want to message him.
Okay, so Diego, the gentleman who walked away with 16,500 with help of James Wade. If anyone's got his number, let us know on Tonks and Tells. But it was great to see him. He's in tears as well. Just walking on the stage, that alone, sort of winning the money. That was fantastic to see.
Yeah, it's very good. Life-changing money.
Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, you two, it's been an absolute pleasure having a chat with you two. Hopefully,
thank you very much for having us.
And hopefully the fishing goes very well. And James, best of luck for the rest of the year on the tour.
I will win.
That's it. See you again then. Nice to speak to you.
Ciao for
Bye.
now.
Okay. All the best. Thanks. Great to catch up there with James and Sammi. Now, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, of course, for putting your questions across on Twitter and Facebook. And of course, we mentioned there the PDC Invitational Fishing Championship. That can actually be seen in the middle of October, and we'll keep you up to date with the dates and times when it appears on Sky Sports. The players headed off to Selsey last weekend for the England Classic Match Play and Masters. The Classic for the ladies was won by Lisa Ashton. She won 5-2 in the final against Anastasia Dovromoslova. The Masters, again, Lisa Ashton, 5-3 against Eileen de Graaf. And in the Match Play, Anastasia beat Dita Hedman at 6-5. So that leaves the invitational rankings looking like this. Lisa Ashton, she is back as world's number 1. Dita Hedman, number 2. Colin Sherring, number 3, and Eileen de Graaf, number 4. As far as the men's, the England Classic was won by Glenn Durrant. He won 6-2 in the final against Jim Williams with an astonishing 106.5 average. England Masters, we had Scott Mitchell, the world champion. He beat Dean Reynolds 6-5 in the final, and the match play, Glenn Durrant, he wins again 6-5 against Gary Robson. So the invitational rankings look like this. Glenn Durrant has extended his lead at the top. He's number 1. Number 2, Martin Adams. Number 3, Jeffrey de Graaf. And number 4, Jamie Hughes. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to subscribe to our BDO YouTube channel. It's free. Classic videos, classic matches from the 1970s all the way through to right up to date. And this weekend, the British Open and a British Classic from Yorkshire will be shown live on the BDO YouTube channel, so make sure you tune into that. In next week's show, we'll be on location in Butlins and Minehead, and we'll have interviews with BDO World Champion Scott Mitchell, 3 times world finalist Peter Manley, and the face of ITV4 darts, Chris Mason, plus PDC walk-on girl Daniela, all 3. Well, thanks for joining us on Behind the Bar. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week on Tonks and Tells, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship.